Hi everyone! Today I want to show you another Pokémon card deck of mine. It is called Blütenblaster, which means Flower Blaster, and it's the deck that I already mentioned in my video about the Jungle Alarm deck. I have built this deck especially for double battles, so on its own it is rather weak, I would say, but in combination with my Jungle Alarm deck it is really strong. As far as I know, there are no official double battle rules for the Pokémon card game, but me and my friends came up with our own rules so that we can play 2 versus 2. And for you to understand how this Blütenblaster deck works together with the Jungle Alarm deck, I will quickly introduce you to these rules. In our double battle rules, each player plays his own deck, has his own active Pokémon, his own bench, his own hand, his own discard pile, and so on. But 2 players form a team together and their turns also count as 1 turn. That means the team members basically play at the same time. Both players from one team draw a card at the same time, and at the end they also attack right after each other. And during their turn, they can discuss with each other, they can show each other their hands, and decide who wants to attack first. During their turn, each player can still do all of the things he usually could do in a single battle. So each of the team members can still attach an energy card, for example. We have a special rule that item cards can be played for your team member. That means even if you are the one who plays an item card, you can choose to let your team member execute the effect of this item card instead of yourself. The same rule doesn't count for Pokémon Tools and Technical Machine cards though, because that would lead to the 2 decks being mixed up. Supporter cards can be played for your team member, but we decided that each player can only play 1 supporter card per turn, like usually, and he can also only execute the effect of 1 supporter card per turn. So it is not possible to play a supporter card for yourself and in the same turn have your team member play another supporter card for you. Just like with the item and supporter cards, you can also use the effects of abilities and attacks for your team member. For example, if an attack lets you search your deck or your discard pile for something, you can say that you will give this effect to your team member instead. Once both of the team members have finished everything they want to do during their turns, they can attack. And like I said, the team members can decide themselves who attacks first, and they also can decide who attacks who. So it is also possible that both of the team members attack the same Pokémon. Like in a normal single battle, each player has 6 prize cards. And the player who knocks out a Pokémon has to take a prize card, so you cannot let your team member take the prize card for you. A team wins the battle once one of their players has taken all 6 of his or her prize cards. And there's one more important rule that I need to mention. When it comes to the effects of abilities or attacks, both team members always count as 1 player. What I mean by that is, if for example an ability affects all of your Pokémon, that also counts for your team member's Pokémon. And it also works the other way around. If, for example, an attack affects all of your opponent's benched Pokémon, that always includes both of your opponent players. Or if you can choose 2 Pokémon on your opponent's bench and damage them, you can choose from both of your opponent's benched Pokémon. An exception to that would be if you can switch out your opponent's Pokémon, because then you can only choose a Pokémon from the same player's bench. Now let's have a look at the Blütenblaster deck. Just like Jungle Alarm, it is a pure Grass-type deck. It contains 25 Grass-type basic energy cards, and unlike Jungle Alarm, it has some defensive cards. The most important one being this Leavanny from Black and White Nobel Victories. With its ability Leaf Tailor, it removes the weaknesses of all of my Pokémon that have at least one energy card attached to them, so it can actually protect me from those fire Pokémon. Another defensive Pokémon is this Tropius from Platinum Rising Rivals. With its attack Blessed Fruit, it can remove all damage counters from one of the Grass-type Pokémon on my bench. Then this deck also contains 2 Super Potions. And as I explained, all of these defensive abilities and cards can also be used for my team member. Just like Jungle Alarm, Blütenblaster also contains a lot of setup cards, which we will go through next. My favorite one is yet another Tropius from Heart Gold Soul Silver Unleashed. With its attack Green Call, I can flip 2 coins. And for each heads, I can search my deck for any Grass-type Pokémon. Then we have this Torterra from Diamond and Pearl Stormfront, which is actually the only non-Grass-type Pokémon in this deck. When I evolve it, it can use the Poképower Sunshine Song, which allows me to evolve all of my Grass-type Pokémon in play by searching their evolution cards from my deck. That of course also includes my team members' Grass-type Pokémon. Another card that comes in handy for setting up my deck is this Bayleef from Diamond and Pearl Secret Wonders. Its attack Evolution Impulse allows me to search my deck for any evolution card. The setup supporters include 1 Pokémon Fan Club to search for up to 2 basic Pokémon, 2 Celio's Network, which you might have noticed by now is one of my favorite supporter cards, as I also had 2 of them in my other deck. And Lanette's Net Search can search for up to 3 basic Pokémon. From what we have seen so far, the Blütenblaster deck might seem to play only a supporting role in the double battles, but that's actually not the case, as it also contains some very fierce attackers who really make good use of the Jungle Alarm strategy, which, as you might remember, doubles all of my Grass-type energies. First, we have this shining Genesect from Sun and Moon Shining Legends. With its ability Energy Reload, it can get 1 Grass-type energy from another Pokémon per turn. What that means in combination with the double energies is that in the turn I play it, I can already use its attack Gaia Blaster, because although it actually needs 3 energies to attack, in my case it only needs 2 because they are doubled, and I can attach 1 from my hand and 1 from another Pokémon, so it is ready to attack already in the turn that I bring it into play. And the attack Gaia Blaster does 50 damage plus 20 damage times the Grass-type energies it has attached to it. So, as in my case, when my Jungle Totem ability is active, it has at least 4 Grass-type energies always attached to it. The minimum damage dealt with Gaia Blaster will be 130 damage. And with each energy that I attach to it additionally, the damage increases by 40. Another card that makes for an amazing combo with the Jungle Totem ability is this Shaymin Prism Star from Sun and Moon Team Up. Its attack Flower Storm deals 30 damage for each energy that is attached to all of my Pokémon in play. So with the double battle rules, that also includes my team members' Pokémon, and with the Jungle Totem ability active, of course, every energy counts as 2. As you can imagine, this attack played at the right time can easily knock out a VMAX, GX, Tag Team, whatever. But the Shaymin usually doesn't survive long as it has only 80 HP. And the third attacker who makes use of the Wild Growth or Jungle Totem ability is this Sawsbuck from the Black and White set with its attack Nature Power. Similar to Shaymin Prism Star, this attack deals 20 damage plus 10 damage for each Grass-type energy attached to all of my Pokémon. 2 more offensive Pokémon that I only want to mention briefly as they don't really make a combination with the other deck's ability are this Torterra from Black and White Plasma Storm with the 2 attacks Guard Press and Rumble Stomp, and this Meganium from X and Y BREAKpoint with the ability Overgrow. Just like last time, I want to wrap up the analysis of the deck by going through all of the cards with you. We have the 25 Grass-type energies, then all of the trainers that I already showed you. Additionally, we have one Rescue Stretcher, a Pokémon Communication, 2 Fluffy Berries, 1 Energy Retrieval. As for the Pokémon, we have the Leavanny, 2 Swadloon, 2 Sewaddle, the 2 Torterra, 2 Grotle, and 3 Turtwig. Here's the Meganium, 2 Bayleef, and 2 Chikorita. Next we have the Sawsbuck and 2 Deerling. Here are the 2 Tropius. And last but not least, we have Shaymin Prism Star and of course the shining Genesect. And that was my deck Blütenblaster. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it interesting. Please tell me your thoughts in the comments. And if you haven't watched my previous deck video about Jungle Alarm yet, you should definitely check it out too. That's it for today. See you next time!